Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking in. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. Please do not forget to click on your subscribe button. Your subscribe button is just below this video. Please subscribe to my channel. After subscribing, I'm also going to beg you to click on your bell notification. Your bell notification is just beside the subscribe button and you'll be able to see it after you might have subscribed. Thank you so much to all my amazing subscribers. You guys are the best. God bless you.
I've never been exposed like this before.
If you watched my last video, you will recall that I was talking about African history, and while this is the right time for Africans to come together and unite, okay, you as an African watching this video, you need to know your roots. For real, a lot of Africans does not know their root, and it's part of the major problems right now. Okay, Ghana remembers all their freedom fighters. Ghana is one African nation that I know that they do not forget so many things about history. Okay, the history of the slave trade, the freedom fighters, the African heroes. If you want to really know more about all this, you need to visit Ghana. Yeah, Ghana have everything, like purely and orderly set up for tourism. So if you do not know some of the things and you are willing to know, I think you should visit Ghana anytime soon. So I'm going to leave you to watch the rest of the video so you can learn. It's very important.
It will require your participation. So when I use the word give us, I will point to you and you repeat what I say. We gather together as a community to remember our ancestors. Tens of millions accounted for who toiled for 400 years under the yoke of enslavement. Let our memories give us strength. Give us strength. We remember the numberless who perished on the death walk from their villages and towns and hamlets to the Guinea coast. The millions who crossed the Atlantic and lived, and mourn the countless who died on the perilous journey across the seas. Let our tears give us peace. Give us peace. Give us peace. We remember and forgive our forefathers who participated in our entrapment and enslavement. Let our memories give us grace. Give us grace. Give us grace. Remember those brothers and sisters of the white race who supported our struggle for emancipation in our common destiny as members of the human race. Let our memories give us compassion. Give us compassion. We remember courageous survivors, Gustavus Vassa, Mary Prince, Linda Brent, Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, and others who lived to record their search for freedom and justice so that we might know. Let our memories give us vision. Give us vision. Give us vision. We remember and honor and commemorate those who fought and died for us. Coffee and Bosom of Barbados, Kojo, Kwako, Nani, Sam Sharp, Cuba, Taki of Jamaica, King Miguel of Venezuela, Adre of Suriname, Chatoyer of St. Vincent, Yanga of Mexico, Kofi Gladstone of Guyana, Toussaint Louverture and the Army of Haiti, King Bayano of Panama, Zumbi of Brazil, Nat Turner and Denmark Vesey of the United States, and many more whose name we know not, and the thousands of nameless others who died so that we might live. Let our memories give us courage. Give us courage. Give us courage. We look back so that we might look forward. We look back so that we might gather strength for the journey that lies ahead, to do the work that we must to build the African nation. Let our memories give us hope. We look back so that we may gather inspiration. We look back in a Sankofa moment so that we might acquire a right vision. Let our memories give us faith. Give us faith. Give us faith. Ashe.
Ghana has been in the forefront of trying to make this thing work between the African family on the continent and the African family in the diaspora. That is why the Black Star remains in the flag, that this black family can get itself together and prove to the world that we can manage our own affairs and we can be the masters of our own destiny. So the things that we're doing here today, although they seem like rituals, everybody who has something worth remembering and something worth being proud of, they commemorate it with rituals. So we shouldn't count it lightly, the rituals that have become a part of Emancipation Day and Panafest. All the programs that we initiate during Panafest and Emancipation Day, it is for a particular purpose of recapturing our mind and trying to get back to the point where we left off and where we were interrupted. This celebration of slavery, not celebration, but commemoration of slavery and celebration of Emancipation Day is not our history. It is commemorating the interruption of our history where we were interrupted and our developmental continuity as a people. And it's going back to that point to try to recapture our proper mind so we can go forward and be the people that we have the potential to be as one collective family. And these rituals are meant to bring us together with that. When we do the wreath laying in Accra at the W.E.B. Du Bois Center, when we go to the George Padmore Library and we end up at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Center, that ritual is for a purpose. When we come back down here and take a return journey from that door of no return and get on that ocean and go on canoes and go to Elmina and be met by the elders in Elmina to receive brothers and sisters symbolically like we are returning, that is for a purpose. It's not just a ritual. It's not no cruise. This is invoking and bringing back the spirit of our ancestors for a reason, so we can have the assistance that we need to be successful, but we can't do this alone. It's not no vain exercise. When we come together in a colloquium and share intellectual thought and share ideas and talk about analyzing the situation that we're in and the challenge that we have as an African family so we can come up with viable solutions to how do we go forward, that's not in vain. That's not an empty ritual. And when we give our performances of our rich artistic expressions of ourselves, our rhythm, our music, and our dance, and we share it with musicians and artists from the diaspora and those who are here and see the correlation between ourselves and the high retention trait, and that says no matter where we are in this world, as long as you're a black man, you are an African. We celebrate that. When we went up to the northern region, Picoro, Salaga, Bonomanso, Kumasi, Asim Praso, we're taking the route. You know what we're doing? We're collecting the spirits of the ancestors whose names we've forgotten. Those who died on the way. Those communities and families who have not stopped grieving because they lost loved ones. We're commemorating that. We're doing something. We're conjuring up and we're stirring up a pot because this is our time as African people. And we need to collect all those ancestral spirits to come along with us on this journey. This is a journey that we're on. We got to understand, when we say reverential night, this is our watch night. This is our watch night because we say when it's midnight, we're going to celebrate Emancipation Day. That celebration of Emancipation Day, it is a historical commemoration of just a part of the emancipation story that's waiting for us to complete it. It hasn't been completed yet. That was just giving us a position to continue the journey to be free. And we have different dates all over, but Ghana chose to identify August 1st, along with our Caribbean communities and those who were free from British colonies, to be able to identify, so there's a connection here and a connection there. People are celebrating Emancipation Day around the world, especially in the Caribbean. But guess what? We're here in Africa. We're sending our spirit here from Africa, building a bridge, connecting with those spirits who are celebrating across the waters, and we can raise our voices as one. So I know I said a brief statement from Panafest, but Panafest is too big to be brief. It's too big to be brief. That's why people say, why is the program so long? Why you have so many things going on? Because we got so many things going on. We've been scattered into so many pieces that it takes an effort in so many different categories to try to put us back together again. When we say remember, we're not talking about just a psychological exercise of collecting a piece of information that you forgot. But our remembering is putting back the members of our body that have been separated and scattered from each other to the point that we don't know each other, so we have to bring the members of our body back together and connect the head with the neck and the neck with the shoulders, connect the wrist with the hand, connect the calf with the thigh. All of us are pieces of each other and members of a body that must be remembered and put back together again. And so that's what we are also here tonight. Panafest and Emancipation Day are sacred.
First of all, before you say something, let me say this is the Sankofa wall. The Sankofa wall is the wall that we have the name of the ancestors on there. And we're honored to have the descendants to come and put the name on the wall. So we're so honored to have you here. Our slogan here is, we are the hopes and dreams of our ancestors. And we really are. You know, it's up to us to continue what they have started. And we applaud you for doing exactly what I know your father is smiling on you today. And we just say thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I am so honored that he's being recognized. Dad, you know, we love you, and you have given us such a gift to try and bestow upon all of us the courage and the inspiration to be in community with one another and to learn of each other and to understand each other. And one of the things my father deeply taught me was that anytime you want to go into relationship or into any kind of agreement or community with others, is to really learn and hear their story and to understand who they are. Often my father would be asked by young people, so, well, what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? Where do we go from here? What do I need to do? And he always said, there's a roadmap that has been written by our ancestors. They have showed us the way. But we cannot move forward until you let us know who you are. Who are you? And if we know who you are, and then we share in telling our stories, then we have a way forward to begin a process of being together in not only community, but in respect for one another. That we have a deeper understanding of who we all are. We all come from different mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles and communities. And for us to heal as a people, as human beings on this planet, we need to tell our stories and to learn more from each other and to use the example of our ancestors in order to do that. So thank you, Dad, for inspiring me to do this work that I do and all the work that you did internationally that gave us a global community and a global family.
So you hold one side and I'll hold one side, and we'll put it right here. And we are the hopes and dreams of our ancestors. You correct?
Yes.
Well, this video is so deep, and I believe that you might have learned one or two from the above video that you watched. Well, African root is quite deep, like Africa is deep. If you want to know the history of Africa, you will have to learn so many things. Okay, you have to take your time and learn. Well, this is why we all need to know our roots, whether you are living in Africa or not. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to see you on my next one. Until then, I love you so much. Bye.
I feel it right.